Well, this is just a, extra edition of what the fuck, basically, stuff that wasn't covered before. This classism argument that's been going on, everybody's in on it. Fake Sagan, now the Friendly Geek has responded to, the Soup X thing, and so it's just about, and then you got, it's all of them. It's just so many people. And it's just such a, the stupid Friendly Geek makes a stupid video pointing out how Soup X isn't really rich, he's just middle class, and so he's just a pretender rich person. And how does that's even classist in itself? He's talking about how many maids you can have and how many this, and the only downside of having maids is you'd have to live in Mexico, but it'd be just fine to have a bunch of people as maids and servants as long as you live in a nice place. So, Friendly Geek just sounds sort of like a classist motherfucker right there. So, it's just, there's all these fucking pots calling the kettle black kind of shit going on here. And, virtual Holocaust, he got owned in kind of a funny way, just because his rhetoric is so foul and disgusting, somebody called him on that part of it. But, even his argument is so stupid. I sat through going through this whole ownership thing with him, went through all this bullshit. The first argument I had with him was over the fact that he was railing against and just a litany of name calling, regarding vegetarianism, and his whole attitude was just so bigoted. It wasn't based on any facts. He didn't even watch the fucking video he was ridiculing. That was such a joke. And then in our argument, all he started off with was this old man, hippie, I live in a trailer, I got dirty ceiling tiles. Everything, his whole argument was based on some classist bullshit, immaterial, irrelevant crap. And, so it's such a fucking joke for this asshole to, be lecturing other people on what classism is. Look, we all have our little bigotries, whatever you want to call them. And so it's just a stupid argument to get into. As I see it, like I said, Soup X doesn't do anything indeed, in his behavior. That's really where it counts, right? That we see how he treats other people in this community that screams of classism, or any kind of evil bigotry. So it's sort of an irrelevant argument. My grievance with him is in his economic philosophy. Okay, that part of it is the part that might be relevant to me. Is that, yes, he believes that rich people create jobs. He doesn't believe that demand creates jobs. He believes that we need rich people to create the jobs. And so right there, and like I said, anybody who's even spent 10 minutes of their life worrying about, what kind of clothes somebody is wearing, but whatever. He says he's over that and he's moved on in his life and whatever. So I'll take his word for it and whatever. It just doesn't matter. Just a stupid argument. We all have our bigotries. It's just, it's just a stupid argument, and it just keeps going on, and it's just, like I said, these people who are arguing the case have no fucking credibility. It's just stupid. It's idiotic, because we all judge books by the cover, and it just depends on whether we do that as a matter of habit. And that's the funny part here, is the people arguing this or making this argument make a habit of ridiculing people based on irrelevancies. Fake Sagan, virtual Holocaust, the Friendly Geek, that is their style. Like I said, the Friendly Geek just did a video where he takes a completely unrelated video of Captain Awesome and uses it to make a point, and it's just such a scuzzy and cheap abuse. And so what? It's just, well, whatever. Really irritating. All right, and so the other part that I didn't get to the Tommy from the Bronx part, but he actually got a plug from Give Me a Break Man, and so I really thought episode 9 came out, and I thought it would get more views, but it's surprisingly not that high. And it's, you know, it's really awful. So that Oshan Avanti, she's part of episode 8, and then Captain Awesome is now in episode 9. And so at least the good news is all these people that I sort of had this, I don't like, because they don't talk about anything that means anything. They have no, they're offering no solutions to any atheist. They're doing nothing to organize atheists. They're doing nothing to support the politics that atheists need to get involved in to make a change in the world. All they do is they're just ranters against Christians or Muslims or something else and think they're accomplishing something. And they're, you know, to me that doesn't accomplish anything in the long run, in the long term. I mean, we need better than that. We need better ideas than that. And so I guess it's, you know, they're the show people, though. You know, the people who shock and amaze, or whatever the right terminology is. And so I guess that's the game. You know, this is an art here. We're not doing anything serious. These are all the people that really don't take this seriously. It really is some sort of performance art. And we should all just create a persona, you know, and project that, and do the pretense of arguing and do the pretense of giving a damn. And it should all just be some kind of stupid show we're putting on, you know, like Little Rascals or something. You know, let's do our weekly show. And it really is irritating that this gets mixed in, you know, because even what is the point of Tommy from the Bronx? What does it have to do with atheism? It has nothing to do with it. It's I'm not saying that everything has to have something to do with it. It's just that how's the, you know, the connection to this seems pretty thin, you know, and you know, it's his expression, but it just seems like, you know, well, why doesn't he start soliciting actors from other communities? If just creating a TV show or whatever you want to call it, a YouTube show is if that's his objective. So, well, whatever. It's, you know, but it's a horrible show anyway. I mean, just this stupid, another, you know, let's torture somebody and then kill them. You know, it's not even, you know, you don't have to be real well versed in the mafia to know that they don't mess around. They don't do the James Bond thing and spend, you know, figure out some intricate way to kill somebody. Like, you know, it's not like a Batman episode where you put him in a giant hourglass full of sand or something. No, the mob wants to kill you, you know, walks into the restaurant and blows your brains out. You know, they don't play these fucking games. But anyway, enough said. There's probably other stuff I should talk about, but don't know what it is, so I won't bother. I just remembered there was something else. I mean, I just noticed that Virtual Holocaust, it's up to 400 subscribers again, which really pisses me off. So I'm thinking as soon as he gets up to, you know, as soon as he's, you know, up to the same amount as I have, it might be time for another fucking subscriber embargo. He's such a fucking moron. And anyway, so now he's doing a question video, you know, on another one of these, you know, ask any question, but no, it can't be personal, it can't be this, it can't that. I mean, whatever. Who, does anybody want to, really, I mean, what qualified opinion on what subject is this asshole going to give anybody a qualified opinion about anything? I mean, it's just, what possible question could you ask this fucking asshole? I mean, how many, I don't know, well, I could say something, you know, rude. I could be, you know, appearance-ish and ask him hygiene questions or something. But what's the fucking point? I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, I hate these stupid question videos. Like, somebody should care about who we are and our fucking this and that and all this other crap. I mean, it's just, ugh. Hate this shit.